Tipperary are coming into this game. Have they really been tested yet? They probably haven't, but that's not their fault. I mean, they've gone out and given 3 serious performances in the Munster Championship. They blew Cork away. Everyone said Cork were poor. They came out and bet Limerick. I know there was only 2 points in it, but Tip were a far better team that day. And everyone seeing what happened in the Munster final when again they just blew Waterford away really. Like, so, I mean, it's going to be the first major test for Tipperary now against Galway, and the first major test for the back line, because collectively as a group, this bunch of Galway players are some of the best hurlers in the country. I mean, from my own experience, like marking David Burke, he's one of the best hurlers I've ever marked. Like, everyone said that the comments that Gerlach Nan made drove him on to win the last day, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, the hunger and the hurt that was there from the Galway players themselves drove them on, and they wanted to win. I mean, Micheál Donoghue was a guy I know personally, and he was involved with us for the last few years, so I mean, he's going to know a lot of these Tip lads very, very well, so he'll have a game plan for them. But I mean, for the Galway lads, it's very, very difficult for them. I mean, every year they've been there or thereabouts. I mean, this is the time now. They have a group of players that are there potentially to win in All-Ireland. If they don't do it in the next year or two, I mean, are a lot of people going to say, Jeannie, why will I bother? Or, you know, I mean, do we really want to play for Galway? And I think this is the group that really need to decide now, are we good enough to win All-Ireland or not? But I think what you're seeing this year with Tip is a ferociousness and a physicality in Tip that we haven't seen in a long, long time. And we've seen that in the 3 months championship games so far. They have, any team they've played, their hooks, tackles, blocks, their work rate has been immense. And that's what Mick has done this year. He's put his own stamp on the team and it's worked. And I think that's what you're going to see in Croke Park this year that maybe we didn't see last year from us as a group. There was some good individual performance. Obviously Shamey's performance was a standout one. But collectively as a group, we didn't bring that hunger and that determination to win the ball. And Galway had it that day, but I think Tip will have it the next day, and I think that's what's going to get them over the line. There's a lot of hurt still there from the All-Ireland semi-final last year when Galway pipped us by a point, you know, they were the better team on the day, but if we look back collectively as a group, Tip didn't perform that day. So I think the hurt from that is going to drive on Tip. You probably have 10 or 11 of those guys going to be starting again the next day, and the 3 or 4 guys who've come in, I mean, they've come in and they've been absolutely brilliant. Seamus Kennedy, Mikey Breen, you know, in line for an All-Star this year, and John McGrath in line for, I mean, if he has another good game, you could be talking about potential hurler of the year. So, I mean, those 3 or 4 new guys have really, really installed a new belief in this Tip team, you know.